Okay. All right, now it seems like we are live. Hello. I see that we have one mod. Hello, Cheryl. Oh, and we have Marty. Marty and Cheryl. Welcome. Welcome to the stream. Of course, we're going to give everyone a few minutes to come in. Today we're doing some Reiki healing. We have our little buddy Rainbow, and we have our Living Reiki healing cards. I really had fun using these as part of the September horoscope stream, and so I figured this was the perfect time to bring them out again. Not to mention that when I was setting up the table, these were sitting on top of the box here, and they actually slipped off and literally landed right in front of me. So, okay. I'm like, all right, Spirit, I get it. We'll use these today. And so we'll be sure to pull one of those. We have a couple more who joined. Hello, welcome. See if I can get the camera a little bit closer. This camera stand is so finicky, so I try not to use it so much anymore. I move it one little way and it just decides to, it's a telescoping one, so it decides to collapse on itself. So if that happens during the stream, that's why. All right, we got a whole bunch more joining. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I need some water. Hello, Sajin, Little Sparrow. I'm happy to see all the regulars filing in, and I always love seeing new usernames that I don't recognize. I love seeing new viewers, and oh, Cheryl saying maybe use your pencil like you did last time to focus the rabbit. Okay, let's see if the wand will do it. I'm using my phone camera today, so this usually all I have to do is just tap the screen, and that should help a little bit. I do have my ring light set up. I will, if that makes it a little bit easier for you guys to see Rainbow, you know what, better yet, I'll just put this right here. Hello, Sharon. Hello, everybody. Hello, Roland. I hope that everybody has been having a good week so far. I know it's only Tuesday, but, you know, we survived Monday. I hope everyone is doing well today. So today I have, well, as you can see here, we have our Reiki set up. I'm thinking, and I thought, you know, I would get your guys' input. I have a new video. I re-uploaded the Sketchy Psychic, but I have a brand new, entirely new video. And it's all done, it's all edited, it's all ready to go. Do you want me to upload it today or tomorrow? I'm kind of tempted to do it today, actually, now the more that I think about it, but I just wanted to see what you guys wanted. Oh, so Jean's going back to school on Thursday. Best of luck with that. She's saying she's freaking out thinking about going back to school. I mean, it's a lot of work. It is. And sometimes it's exhausting, but I think you can do it. I know you can do it. There's help available to you from all sources. And that is a message that actually came straight from Spirit for you. So all you have to do is just ask. There could be other people around you who are very willing to help you. And I also pick up that you can ask your spirit guides for comfort and wisdom and guidance. Cheryl says school starts today in BC. Yeah, see, I think school already started in Alberta. I know that sometimes, oh, excuse me, sometimes they will have the first day of school like August 30th or 31st, so that kids get in before Labor Day. But some divisions do it kind of differently. So, and I've been out of school for years and years, so it's not like I have any idea. I haven't even done my post-secondary in, oh God, the last time I did a college course was a long time ago too. And I did all of that from home. Oh, I don't miss going to school. Well, okay. I always loved learning, and I would get so excited to put my outfits together the night before, and I loved being with my friends, but there was a lot of other stuff that I don't miss. I graduated almost 10 years ago now. Almost. It's been, I think, 8 years. Patricia says she's nervous for a CT scan. We ask Spirit to protect you, to give you comfort, to give you some peace of mind, and I hope that everything turns out wonderfully. All right. Oh, you've been doing remote teaching. This will be the first time in 16 months that I will be in a crowd. Oh my goodness. So you're back to doing that in person. You can do it. I know you can. Some of you are talking about your graduation years. Yeah, definitely before I was born, some of those. All right. I like that we were like 7 minutes in, there were 7 in the chat and then 7 thumbs up. Now we are 8 minutes in exactly. We have 8 people in the chat and we have 8 thumbs up. I love all of those matching numbers. Oh, I'm so happy to see, actually now the thumbs up is more than that. Thanks to everybody, by the way. But I love seeing all those matching numbers. It makes me happy. We're just warming up the selenite wand. All right. Excuse me, guys. Frog in my throat today. Okay. So we're just going to cleanse the space around us. We call on our spirit guides to come be with us. We call on the presence of love, light, healing, joy, and peace to surround us at all times. And so it is. We're going to start. I'm going to put rainbow, I think, this way for now as we start working on the root chakra. And of course, every practitioner does their thing a little bit differently, but I like to think of the feet, the ankles, the legs, all the way up to the base, very, very base of the spine as the territory, so to speak, of the root chakra. Hello, Rick, C137. I see you've joined the chat. Welcome. Did you watch the season finale? Those episodes are really, really good. Barbara's saying that she has back problems. I'm sorry to hear this. Will Reiki help? Yes, I would hope so, because Reiki actually heals many layers of our being. It can heal physical pain or physical issues. At the very least, it can bring relaxation and comfort, which can maybe help make things a little bit better, at least for the moment. And it also can heal you emotionally, it can heal spiritually, mentally. It heals so many different aspects of us. So I hope that this does help. All right, and we're starting by just holding the feet, just letting the energy start to flow. It's starting off slowly this time. Sometimes, some sessions with some people. And here's the wonderful thing about Reiki. It's very intelligent. It knows what everybody needs individually. So some people, the session is really, really gentle and the energetic sensations are very, very gentle. And for others, it's really intense and tingly and buzzy and so much is happening kind of all at once. Yeah, exactly, Cheryl. Reiki can help mentally when you think about healing, yet it does not replace going for a doctor's visit. Exactly. And you know what? I do tell all my clients this that I am not a health expert. I'm an energy healing practitioner, but that doesn't mean that I have any kind of like actual, healthcare training. Um, this does not replace medical care by any means. It's just a supplement. It's just a nice addition to healthy habits that you already have, advice that you take from your doctor. I would obviously recommend you prioritize that kind of advice first. But yeah, Reiki is just a really nice addition to a healthy lifestyle. There's a lot of healing going on. Now, this could be for some of you guys watching live. Spirit also gives me insights when it comes to people who will be watching this in the future. Um, Maybe because this is just a general thing. I'm being shown that a lot of people need healing in their feet and ankles right now. That sounds kind of random and weird, but that's the message. So, a lot of people require some kind of healing. Sometimes we are on our feet all day at our jobs, or we're really busy in our homes. Maybe we have like little kids to keep up with, or we have lots of responsibilities and errands and things that we're just so busy doing all day. It does put a little bit of strain on these parts of the body. I'm being shown something, it's kind of symbolic, perhaps. See, in our physical body, the ankles and the other joints, our knees, etc., they support our frame and they support our physical weight and they support the stresses of day-to-day life. And I feel like everybody's root chakra has kind of been working overtime lately. And this root chakra is all about the survival instinct. The when the root chakra is out of balance, this is how a lot of times fear can come up. A lot of people lately have been living in some kind of fear. I mean, this makes sense. We have this pandemic, we have a lot of stuff happening in the world, a lot of stuff happening in parts of the world that just aren't used to this kind of chaos. And that can cause everybody's survival instinct, that protective part of them, to just go into hyperdrive. Awkward Luminary says, this is not random, just had a podiatry appointment last week. Oh my goodness. Well, I hope it went well. We're moving up a little bit above the ankles, into the shins. Of course, the energy is just going to keep flowing everywhere that it needs to. So if your ankles and your feet still need a bit of love, don't worry. They're still getting it. It's fine. I know some of you guys who've just joined have noticed I have my living Reiki cards out. Um, I thought I was going to start the session like this, but Spirit's actually instructing me to save it until the end. So we will get to these. Some extra advice. I love those cards. They are really, really nice, and they're beautiful. The photography on them and the art, just gorgeous. And of course, helpful, very helpful messages. We're going to move up now from the shins into the knees. I mean, rainbow is so little that you can't really tell the different areas necessarily that I'm working on, but if I were to be working on you guys in person, we would be around the knee area, kind of the sides of the legs as well. My hands are starting to heat up, so there's a lot more energy starting to flow now the higher up that we go. I'm being told it's reflective of our own ascension. It's representing, okay, wow. I'd never really thought of this before, and it's really cool that Spirit has just kind of revealed this to me, that my hands are heating up, the temperature in my hands is rising, and you might find that the areas that we're working on right now, so like the knees, the legs, you might feel warmth or some kind of similar sensation. Spirit's saying that the temperature in my hands warming up and the temperature in your legs, if you feel that same sensation, it's representative of our vibration raising. And of course, if you don't feel any physical sensation, don't worry, it still applies to you. It's just symbolic of our increasing vibration. I love that. And I'm also hearing that this is a sign of healing. They're giving me another analogy. Like a fever, how sometimes, well, the body heats up to try and kill off the bacteria or whatever sickness, whatever invader has come into the body. It's kind of similar, except the sickness or the invaders, some of it could be our physical ailments, but I'm picking up that a lot of us are healing from our fear, and we're healing from insecurity. I pick up that we're healing a lot from anxiety. Thank you, Spirit, for this healing. This is a wonderful thing. Oh, thanks, Cheryl, for your super chat. I see that we have 19 people at the moment. Welcome to everybody. Thank you for being here. All right, so we're going to move up now into the sacral chakra. And I know that somebody in the chat just a minute ago, I'm sorry, I don't remember exactly who, said that they needed some healing in this area. The sacral chakra, to me, this covers, I mean, I don't usually ask clients to flip over, but like literally the sacrum on your back, okay, below the belly button, the uterus or pelvic area, the area of creation, or it symbolizes creation. And in men, it still does, because, they still have the other half of the ingredients to make a human. the lower abdominal area. It can also cover. And if I had a client in person on my table, or, whatever, not this table, but my actual Reiki table, I would have my hand one kind of like on the belly button area and one just below. Of course, if they were okay with that. Some people prefer just hands hovering, which is that also works. It's another legitimate way to channel this Reiki healing. But Rainbow is soft, and he's been one of my favorite toys since I was little, so I'm just gonna keep my hands on him. It's a new moon, isn't it? I think. Because there's now, this is just going to sound really weird, but at the same time, maybe not, because we are working on like the area, surrounding the uterus and things like that. I'm picking up that a lot of people are dealing with cramps. A lot of women / other people who have uteruses, and that a lot of people, a lot of women are synced to, it's just weird, like synced to the moon. And new moon is kind of like the beginning of the cycle for some people. So there's just healing of cramps and abdominal pain. I'm also picking up, this doesn't have to be PMS related at all, but some people I'm picking up are dealing with abdominal bloating and like digestive kind of pain. And so Spirit is keeping you in mind, and they are sending healing to you in these areas. Yeah, some of you guys have been asking me how long I've had Rainbow, and where did I get him, and stuff like that. I got him for Easter when I think I was about 7, and my little brother got one as well. And his bunny, he named it Coco. And we could always tell Rainbow apart from Coco because Rainbow has a green face and Coco had a pink face. Ooh, I just heard the door buzzer, and obviously my man is home, so we went to go and deal with it. But I wonder if that means there's something in the mail. I always get so excited when I hear the door buzzer. I'm like a dog or something. The mailman, the mailman. Sorry. That was a little bit off topic, but that just brought me a lot of joy thinking about it. Or one of the neighbors just forgot their key and was buzzing all the doors because that happens a lot in this building. All right, so we're gonna move just up a little bit. You'll notice I'm kind of like prodding at his belly a little bit. I normally do not do this to clients, especially not in person, because that's probably uncomfortable. But Spirit just really, really wants to reiterate that those of you who are dealing with digestive problems and just stomach pain, that you are being healed. Oh my goodness. Okay. And actually, all right, this makes sense because this applied to me at one point in my life too, and still does from time to time. But Spirit's reminding me that since the sacral chakra, this is also our emotional center. Sometimes we have physical manifestations of emotional pain, and it can come in the form of like stomach pain, digestive pain for no real discernible cause. Of course, go get checked out by the doctor, but sometimes if they do all the tests and it comes up normal and they can't find any logical reason why it's happening, consider the fact that it could be spiritual or just like an energetic, just like a manifestation of some kind of emotional discomfort. And so not only is this physical discomfort going to be healed, the emotional pain will heal as well. Brenda's saying that she has had lots of infections she's been dealing with. We ask for healing and love and light to you and to your body. We command these infections to leave in the name of love and light. It's a little bit noisy outside. I don't know if you guys can hear that or not, but the construction has started up again. Last time, I think that we were on stream, they were doing some work outside across the alley, and it was quite ridiculous how loud some of their stuff was. So hopefully that's not an issue for you guys. But if you do hear random, machinery and thumping and banging and stuff, that's just, don't worry, that's just all it is. Spirit's telling me to spend some extra time on the sacral chakra. Okay, I'm glad it's maybe I'm just using my clip-on mic. It's just easier to use that for top-down view on streams. So it doesn't pick up stuff from quite as far away as my new one does. Okay, cool. So the sound isn't bugging you guys. That's good to know. I've become used to it, so it doesn't really bug me either. Okay, so now we're going to move up into the solar plexus chakra. So from below the belly button to just above the belly button. Brenda, thank you for your super chat. I'm glad I'm able to help out. Barbara says, I can't hear anything. I'm in the UK. This is really cool. The YouTube algorithm, it must just be like reaching maybe more people from the UK because I'm really happy about this. A lot more people have joined this community from the UK. And I've spoken to lots of new people from all over like Britain, Scotland. It's cool. Of course, I love all my regulars, but I also love when new people come to join. Now, with the root chakra, I was picking up that a lot of people are healing from insecurity. And this is continuing on, but a little bit stronger now that we're working on the solar plexus, the center for our personal power, our will, our confidence, our sense of self. Spirit's telling me that a lot of people have been questioning their worth and whether or not their all of their efforts, in life or all of their efforts lately have even been worthwhile. And the answer to this is yes, of course. Of course you're worthwhile. Of course your efforts are worthwhile. You are worthy of love, light, healing, and peace. The same love and healing and happiness that you wish on other people, you also deserve. Terry says she smells tea tree oil all of a sudden. I wonder what that means. I love tea tree oil. It smells good. It's a good antiseptic. It has very useful properties. But yeah, interesting. Fun fact, the psychic skill of smelling things is called clairalience. I think. I think it is. I can't look it up at the moment because I'm using my phone to record, but pretty sure it's clairalience. And it's not always talked about a lot, not as much as clairvoyance and clairaudience and clairsentience, but I think that clairalience is probably one of the most common psychic senses. And a lot of people don't even realize that it's happening. When now you might smell like perfume or cigarettes or food or something associated with a particular loved one, or it doesn't have to be related or associated with anybody in particular. It could be a spirit guide that comes in and has a particular scent, and it just sort of comes out of nowhere with no source that you can see, or it's not like anybody is cooking next door or something like that. It's when you really are like, what the heck, where did this come from, and you can't trace it back. I should do a video on clairalience. I think that would be a really good idea. And a lot of people, like I was saying, they don't even realize that they're practicing a psychic ability. A boss that I used to have a long, long time ago would smell her mom's perfume. Her mom, before she'd passed away, used a certain kind of perfume and really, really liked it. And so my boss associated that smell with her mom. And there were times, I guess, where at work things would be, really stressful and really, really busy. And she would just go to another room in the building just to, just have 5 minutes to think and relax. And she would smell the perfume out of nowhere. And she always took that as, okay, that means my mom is here telling me to chill out and I'm okay. And I still think about that sometimes. And this was like a long time ago. Little Sparrow says she gets strong smells in her dreams sometimes. Wake up assuming it's in the room, but it's not. Brenda's saying my son can smell my father who's died 2 years ago. After my grandpa had passed away, I would sometimes out of nowhere, and it wasn't like I had too many of his belongings in my house or anything, but I would get out of nowhere, and it wouldn't even necessarily be at home. It would be like at work or wherever. Um, just like a random, yeah, it would just randomly smell like one of his coats. And I know that sounds weird, but everybody's home has a kind of smell to it, or there's a smell that you associate like with a certain person. I would get that sometimes. I'm not sure if clairalience is really my best thing though, but it's still fascinating. Thank you for going on this tangent with me, everybody. Barbara says, you would have thought that clairsentient would be for sense. Oh my god. You have my sense of humor. Sense of humor. Sorry. Anyways. Barbara says, I used to smell my dad's tobacco when I drove his truck. Karen says, we have a rocker on the porch, and when the wind blows, we say, Pop's out there rocking, and we also smell his cologne. Yeah, it seems like perfume, cologne, and like smoke of different kinds um, seem to be the ones that come up the most in those kind of moments. Patricia says, I get strong smells at times, but I mostly see recurring numbers. That's like me. I see recurring numbers, or just like matching numbers quite a lot. Cheryl says, smoke or wine smells. That's interesting. I suppose, though, as long as it's not like the smell of garbage or something like that, I'm sure it would be fine. Okay, so we're going to move up now from the solar plexus into the heart chakra, the center for love. Oh, some of you guys are talking about rose lotion. Ooh, that would smell good. I've always been partial to roses. When I was little, it was probably just because part of my name is Rose, but um, they smell amazing. They always do. I just love them. Okay, and now Spirit's giving me an important message for you guys. Some people are afraid to open their hearts and afraid to allow the divine flow of love. It's like they want it, they really do, but they feel like they're not deserving of it. And it's important to know that you deserve love. And we did talk about this a minute ago. The same love and happiness that you wish on other people, you also deserve. Spirit is telling me an affirmation that would be helpful to say, even just each day. I am deserving of love. And they're telling me to practice this too, because I'm going to be real honest, it is sometimes really hard for me to realize that I deserve, or like that I am deserving of things. Spirit's also telling me in our human perception, we can see it as we are deserving of love. They're also saying it's not even something that has to be earned or deserved. That this divine flow of love is a free gift. We can still think of ourselves as being deserving of love, of course. But just know that this love is also a free gift, and it's available to you at all times. There are no strings attached. There's no fine print. There are no conditions for God's love or Spirit's love. Just allow yourself to receive it. Oh, okay, I understand why the affirmation's coming in. Okay, so Spirit's saying, like, yeah, whatever, the love is a free gift, but sometimes we need to remind ourselves, and this is where the affirmation comes in handy. I am deserving of love. The ego self is always going to want to operate, um, you know, under, like, how do I put that? Um, under the assumption that you have to earn or deserve things, good things in your life, or you have to work for them. Sometimes, yeah, but for things like God's love and grace and healing, it's just up to us to accept it. Another affirmation that's coming in is I accept divine love. I am deserving of love. I accept divine love. I am deserving of love. I accept divine love. I'm being shown love, like this energy of love, and it's flowing into like this heart chakra. And it looks like different colored beams of light, kind of like a rainbow coming in. And each color represents a different form of love or love from a different source. So I'm picking up some people have a romantic love, or they're married, or they have a partner, and they accept that kind of love. Some people, well, and I'm picking up for everybody that like this feeling of love from your family. And when I say family, I always mean either biological or adoptive or blended or chosen, you know, because you can have a group of friends that you consider your family, and that still counts. So, love from your family is coming in. I'm seeing something about the appreciation of beauty, and this is you expressing love. And now I'm seeing the image of somebody is walking in nature, smile at it. That's kind of an expression of love, appreciation for um, creation. I'm picking up love like some people have children or grandchildren, and it's seeing the smile on. I'm just the mental image I have is really cute. It's like a little baby smiling. And I mean, it could be a baby, it could, I'm seeing a baby, but I just mean that it could represent like somebody who's older as well. But just the fact that it's your child or, a child significant to you, it's just this like pure, innocent admiration that comes in. The point is, there is love streaming in from all different sources, coming right into your heart. It's safe to open your heart chakra, and it's safe to accept love. I'm deserving of love. I receive divine love. Now we're going to move up into the throat chakra. I have my hematite magnets all cleansed and ready. For those of you who are new to this or new to how I practice Reiki, I like to use these magnets on rainbow. It's symbolic of drawing out negativity from this chakra. When I work with the throat chakra, we have little minor chakras in the ears as well. And so I like to include them as part of the throat chakra because in the physical body, the ears and the throat are connected. So why not in the spiritual body? And I actually did pick that up. Spirit did relay this to me quite a while ago that these chakras in the ears and our throat chakra have a connection. Because a lot of times what we hear has an effect on what we think. And what we think has an effect on what we say, or what we believe, or what we tell ourselves. I did recently learn from Spirit that the throat chakra also can cover the internal monologue, the stories that we tell ourselves, the things that we, or like our ego self tries to convince us, the things we say to ourselves. Oh my God, some of the stuff that we say and think about ourselves, we would never ever say about another person. And we would never see another person sometimes as negatively as we view ourselves. Spirit saying that this putting the self down and this unhelpful inner monologue, it no longer serves us. Maybe for some people when they were still in, I call it survival mode, maybe that was just what they had to do, or what they thought they had to do, or just that was just part of their everyday life. Negative self-talk and internalizing projections of other people's pain onto us. And this message is for me just as much as it is for everybody else, because I deal with this too. Some of the criticism I give myself, I would actually never think about or say to another person. And some of the flaws that I think I notice in myself, I would never consider flaws in other people. And so we're all going through this healing process together. Spirit's showing me something, and they're saying we can be creative with this. Every day, even just once a day, say one nice thing to yourself. Maybe your outfit looks really good, and you can be like, dang, look at your reflection and be like, yeah, that looks great. Or like, you handled something really well, or you did a task successfully, and you can go, well done, or just like give yourself a compliment, like, good job. Even if it's something really little, like you caught something really quick, you dropped it, you caught it before it hit the ground, like celebrate those kind of things. Give yourself praise for small things. And I'm trying to work on this too. A lot of you in the chat are saying that it's something you're working on as well. Now, something else being healed, because like I said earlier, that throat chakra and the little minor chakras in the ears have a connection. We're also healing from negative things that were said to us or about us. We're healing from projections of other people's pain. A lot of people don't even realize that they're doing that, projecting their pain onto others, but it does happen. I think we've all done it at least once. And this is being healed. Not only is it being healed from you, and this burden that is not even yours to carry is being released from you, it's actually healing whoever it was who did this or said this or projected this to you. All right, so what I'm going to do now, I'm going to use Reiki. I'm going to draw the Shokugure symbol. Place the power of the universe here, tapped on the magnets. It's like poof, any of the negativity and that energy that they picked up, it is gone. It's like dispersed back out into spirit so that spirit can recycle it into something good. Actually, I'll put these away. There we go. We're going to move up now into the third eye. I feel like doing the third eye and crown together. Sometimes I do them separate, and sometimes Spirit asks me to do them at the same time. I'm just trying to figure out a good way to hold rainbow and do the hand position so that I'm not killing my wrist over here. You know what? This works. We'll just do like this. And I'll show you guys a really interesting hand position, very, very powerful for the third eye and opening the third eye and healing it. So I have one hand on the head, on the crown chakra. I take 2 fingers, I touch them to the third eye. You can do this on yourself too, actually. You can do this on another person, or you can do this on yourself. You can do this for your pets, for your baby, whatever. One hand on the head, 2 fingers on the third eye. It's like focusing, it's almost like laser focus, almost like LASIK for the third eye. Laser focus. Opening the third eye, cleansing it of negativity. So like things that we've seen that were difficult on us to process. Things that maybe things we see in person, things that we see in the media, things that we see on TV, movies. I'm picking up that like images of violence, and it doesn't even have to be serious violence, just enough that it was uncomfortable. This is being healed from a lot of people's third eye. So it could be violence like seen in the media, on the news, could have been in movies, whether it was real or fictional. That energy is being released now. And that is just, to me, it seems so random that that comes up because I don't think I've ever had that message quite come up before working with the third eye. It's almost like unseeing something that it didn't really want to see. You know what I mean? It's just cleansing the mind's eye. A lot of you guys are developing or starting to open up your sense of clairvoyance. And by purifying this third eye chakra, we are just asking Spirit to show us only what is going to help us, show us with the third eye only what is going to be best for us, only things that are helpful, loving. Sometimes we might have to see, difficult or unpleasant things, but only if it's meant to help us, okay? A lot of you are working on integrating what you see. It's like an overlay, almost like a filter, because you see things with your physical eyes, whatever, and then it's almost like a filter with the third eye. Some people in their mind's eye, or actually kind of see like auras, other people's auras. Some of you guys are going to find that you're seeing energy trails behind things like insects or birds, things that move very quickly. Normally you wouldn't see, a light trail or like a colorful streak or, some kind of sense of its energy. But now you're going to start being able to see this. And of course, Spirit will never rush you into opening your third eye. So like if you're new to this, it's not like you're going to go from 0 to seeing ghosts all of a sudden. That's not necessarily, for some people that has happened, but Spirit's saying that they're not going to purposely rush you and show you things you aren't ready to see. Brenda says, we have been exposed to too much violence visually and verbally. I cringe at verbal abuse. And you know what? So do I. It's very triggering to me. So I totally understand that sentiment. Okay, I'm going to now just put my hands on, I'm going to put his ears back here out of the way. Just put a hand on the crown chakra, just the top of the head. A lot of you might feel an energetic sensation or tingling or warmth or some other kind of feeling in the top of the head because I started the session, we started this with the root chakra. It's almost like the energy stuff that needs to be released and healed from you. It's going to come up from your root chakra, up your body, out the top of the head, okay? So some people are not going to feel anything physically, and that's okay. Just know that you're still healing and there's still stuff being released that, you know, that is supposed to be released. And then if you do feel physical sensation, don't worry. You're not going crazy. I know it probably will feel weird, but you're completely safe. This is okay. And of course, it's very, very subtle. It's not like tingling, but I'm for some reason now just aware of the feeling of, like my hair, like right close to the scalp, like almost in the follicles or whatever. It's almost like it feels so sensitive. That's so weird. So we're going to spend a couple minutes here with this root chakra, or crown chakra. Crown chakra. We're just going to it's almost like a portal or something. Spirit's showing me we could think of it in this particular instance as like a garbage chute, where the garbage is just all of the old stuff that needs to be released in us, comes shooting out of the top of the head, out of this crown chakra. And then, of course, Spirit takes our energetic garbage and recycles it into healing or love or peace or joy. Another image I'm seeing, another way to think of this is, I don't know what they are called, but in old buildings, old office buildings, they had those tubes that you would like, or like those pipe systems or whatever. You'd put your paperwork or whatever inside of the pneumatic tube and then send it off. I'm seeing that as well. It's almost like an express system from, like, there's one in the root chakra, and then it collects some from the sacral, and then the solar plexus, et cetera, all the way up until shoot, it goes out the top, out through the crown. All right. And what we're going to do right now is we're going to take the wand, warm it up. We seal in this healing energy. This Reiki energy knows exactly how much of it you need and how long it needs to be there. You can never get too much of it. We ask for this healing to stay with us 24 hours and longer. And so it is. Now, you know, Rainbow, we'll just put you right here. I said we were going to do this at the end of the stream. We're going to shuffle and pull a living Reiki card and get some advice from Spirit. Just something for us to think about during the week or during the day, whatever. And of course, these have printing on both sides, so I'm just going to take one out of the middle. There we go. All right, so what? Okay, this one says face your fears. Facing up to your fears can often show you that there wasn't much to be afraid of at all. Sometimes the fear of something is actually worse than the thing itself. And I definitely relate to that. That is a big mood. There are some things in life that I get overwhelmed at the thought of, like, oh my God, where do I begin? Like, oh my God, this is going to hurt so bad, or like, whatever, this is going to be so scary. And then I actually go through and, you know, do it or go through with it or whatever. And then it's done. And it's like, oh, I'm okay. I was fine. Sometimes we have to face our fears. Now, Spirit's saying that this especially applies to that message about the heart chakra and opening up and accepting divine love and accepting the love from other people around us. That can be really scary, especially if you've been hurt in the past as a result of opening up. But Spirit's saying that love is a free gift. You deserve love, and you receive and accept divine love. Okay, and that was our session today. Thank you to everybody so much for joining. Thank you so much for watching. Remember to like and subscribe to Sienna Rose Metaphysical. And you know what? Maybe I'll upload my new video today. I think that'll be fun. Keep your eyes peeled in the next little bit today. There's going to be a new video on the stages of spiritual awakening. Little Sparrow, thank you for your super chat. Thank you to my spirit guides, all of your spirit guides. Thank you to just the general collective energy out there for this healing that we've experienced today. Okay, see you around next time. Bye-bye.